Have you been in bands, or are you in a band and you've never quite realized your dream of playing shows, going on tour, doing records, doing the whole full-on band experience? Well, even if you have, I mean, what's your situation now? Are you still doing that? Do you feel that you have to continue doing that? There's an obligation there to continue that cycle and that lifestyle, which maybe it doesn't fit anymore. Maybe it's something that you don't even want to do anymore, but it just kind of, it's kind of that unwritten rule of being in a band. Well, I'm not. And I'm going to tell you why. Coming up. I think being in a band in and of itself is great. It's a dream for most people who pick up an instrument. You want to be in a band, you want to do the whole thing, you want to do the experience, all of it, the records, touring, being playing in front of tons of people, and it's all great. I mean, I wanted to be the biggest drummer in the world when I was a kid. You know, when I first started playing, when I first decided that I wanted to play and wanted to be a drummer, I mean, yeah, I wanted to be in Van Halen, and then I wanted to be the drummer in Guns N' Roses, or whatever your favorite band was. Like, and you know, I'm old, I'm 52, so you know, these are bands that I grew up listening to, and that were my first favorite bands, and that was the dream. I mean, yeah, I wanted to be a fucking rock star and play in front of thousands and thousands of people every night of my life, and I really had no other aspirations. I mean, I just wanted to be in a band. I mean, I toured for 9 years, so I understand that my experience and the levels that I was able to reach are what a lot of people dream of doing and are never able to realize. They don't have the right situation, whatever it may be, but you're never able to kind of get in that band situation. There's a guy on YouTube that I've discovered recently, and his page is called I think it's called I Still Want to Be a Rock Star, and he's in his 50s. Like, we're like the same age, and the guy's a guitar player, and he posted a video the other day. First time he's ever played with a live drummer, and in this band that he's starting to create, and it's awesome. I mean, his enthusiasm towards it is just, it's incredible, and how much joy he got out of it. And I think everyone should experience that. Hands down. It is one of the best things when you collaborate with people and you're in a band and you're creating stuff and you're writing songs together. It's amazing. But there is a lot of baggage that comes with that. You will only truly know what I'm talking about when you have had the opportunity to go out and experience it. It's not as glamorous as it's kind of made out to be. And this isn't I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm just being realistic about being in a band. I mean, you've got people to deal with, you have egos to deal with, you have, differences in songwriting and band direction, and there's a lot of indifference that comes along with being in a band that you don't really talk about. I mean, there used to be a show called Behind the Music, and it talked about all this stuff, like infighting in bands, and why bands broke up, and it was because of all this kind of shit. I stepped away from touring because I fucking couldn't stand it anymore. The only part that I really enjoyed was the 1 hour that we played on stage together. There's experiences that I did love that I will cherish forever. I hold in high regard. But for the most part, being on tour and dealing with all the crap and all the people and their little idiosyncrasies, and after a while, it was just like, I'm done. Get me out. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to deal with, I just didn't want to deal with it. I'm not that way anymore. I am perfectly content with going down to my practice space, my rehearsal studio, and jamming out and just playing my drums, just for the fucking sake of playing my drums. I don't approach it any differently than I did before. I still am trying to achieve the best sound possible. I'm still trying to be the best drummer that I can be, but I just have no desire to tour or really be in a band or do that whole thing. There's a lot of side effects that come along with those things. There's lots of drama. I mean, you've got a lot of people to think about. You've got a lot of things to juggle in the air when you're in a band. You've got, you know, I mean, there's obligations. And at this point in my life, I mean, I'm in my 50s. And again, if you have never had the opportunity to go out on tour, make records, play shows, all those things, I get it. I get the want and the need to want to go out and do those things. And maybe you have not realized those dreams. I 100% get that. And it's something that everyone who is a musician strives for, I think, at some point in their life. But once you've had it, and I'm on the backside of it, and you know, realize that it is just not something that I am interested in doing at all, I am content with being a weekend warrior. I have balance in my life. I have my work life, my family life, and I get to go play on the weekends and completely disconnect from everything else and think about nothing but music and my drum sound and how I can get better, and that's it. And I am cool with that. I do these videos, you know, this is kind of taken the place, I think, of, you know, that creative space in my life that maybe is missing from playing shows. And I don't want to say missing from playing shows, because I don't miss that. The last time I played a show was probably about 5 years ago, and the whole process, everything outside of actually playing the show, was a complete pain in the ass. Right when I got to the club, all these memories came flooding back, like, my God, this is a pain in the ass. And I don't enjoy it anymore, and I haven't for years. You know, like I said, the actual act of playing the show in and of itself, I love. That's fun. You know, you're up there playing, you're in your element, you're not dealing with loading in, loading out, opening bands, you know, waiting around to play, waiting forever until it's your time to play. I know, it sounds really privileged and really nitpicky, and it is. Now, with that said, I still play music. I play all the time, and I still play with the same level of passion and approach it with the same level of professionalism that I always have. My goal is still to achieve the best sound and to be the best drummer that I could possibly be. That will never change. I just don't do it for anybody else other than myself. And that is okay, which is the whole point of this video. It is okay to not be in a band and go after these huge lofty goals and, you know, do the typical path. It's kind of like the path of, like, you know, you grow up, you go to college, you get a job, and then, you know, you're just expected to just be happy and it's built in for the rest of your life. That doesn't always happen. There's a lot of people that do not follow that trajectory in life that lead very happy and fulfilling lives, and, you know, they get good jobs. It's the same kind of thing. I kind of equate it to the same thing. Like, you don't have to be in a band to be a successful and a fulfilled musician. I will admit it's more of a hobby now, which it was kind of a professional thing before. But, you know, like I said, I still strive to get the best sound. I'm constantly experimenting with heads. I just bought a whole new set of cymbals, a whole different brand of cymbals that, you know, I switched away from Sabian that I had played for 37 years, and I'm moving everything over to Peisty. I bought a set of mics, a full set of mics, and an interface and a computer and all this stuff to record. Spent a couple $1,000s on the mics and the computer and all that stuff, and it's all for my own personal growth and my own enjoyment of what I love to do. Anyway, I'd be curious to hear what your experience is and what your thoughts are. If you've never been in a band, like I said a million times already, and you have not experienced that, I get it. Go do it. Go knock it out. Knock your brains out. You know, try and get everything you can. Try and find people that want to do the same things you want to do. Do it for the right reasons, and I hope you get all the joy and the fulfillment out of it that I was able to get. But if you're past that point and you kind of feel like that's what you should be doing, you know, do what you want to do. Be the weekend warrior. It's okay. I am content. I am happy. I have balance. I have my job. I have my family. I have everything that I need. I have all the joys that I could want in life, and it's all in balance. And I actually enjoy going down and playing my drums and coming home and messing around with everything that I just went and recorded and videos I made and things like that. So I have a lot of fun with it. So you should too. Fun is the reason, okay? Remember that. If you fucking hate it and you don't like the people that you're doing it with, then don't. All right, drop it down in the comments, and I'll do another video about whatever I come up with soon. All right, see ya.